Yesterday was day 206 of protests in the city of Elizabeth City, North Carolina, in the county of Pasquotank County, North Carolina, over the police assassination of Andrew Brown Jr. that took place on April 21st, 2021. There have been some new details in this case released this week, and that details how Deputy Daniel Meads decided to, for whatever reason, we know the reason, but, tamper with evidence immediately after killing Andrew Brown Jr. He modified his magazine and his weapon and tried to cover up how many bullets he actually fired because he knew that he made a very big boo-boo. Also in this news release, it was revealed that sheriff deputies ahead of time knew, as they were polishing off the barrels of their AR-15 assault weapons, they knew that Andrew Brown Jr. was unarmed. So they went into that situation knowing he was unarmed and then came up with any excuse that they could. They touched the side of his car, boom, let's kill him, and shot him in the back of the head, folks. It's a little ridiculous. That, again, these are all things that we've had understanding of in the community, rumor-wise, but it's a whole different story when these things are confirmed beyond the shadow of a doubt. The testimony that, or I guess the reports, I suppose, that the sheriff deputies gave after the murder of Andrew Brown Jr. are very, conflicting in a lot of ways. Again, Deputy Meads tampered with his weapon. Some of the officers said that they knew, all of them knew going into it that Andrew Brown Jr. was going to be unarmed. So it seems to me that they know he's going to be unarmed. They feel like they have to murder him for whatever reason, and we'll find out that reason eventually, I'm sure. So they feel like they need to murder him. They're magnetically compelled, attracted into the area, and that's their goal. Their mission in life is to murder someone. So one of them reaches out and touches the side of the guy's car, and then they all view that as, self-defense, and then they all shoot him, killing him in the back of the head. Now, again, I don't know why they needed to kill Andrew Brown Jr. Of course, Andrew Womble had said that they couldn't let him get away. What? Doesn't make any fucking sense. But either way, this bombshell news story dropped a couple days ago, and we've been seeing the protests in Elizabeth City be reignited a little bit. We've had a lot more action and attention going on over the last couple of days, and it's been really nice to see more people coming out again, for sure. But again, this is a situation here where national media doesn't care. Local media barely cares. We have our own newspaper here, the Daily Advance, that tries continuously and still does to get people to stop protesting, as if protesters who are engaged in this whole thing would listen to what the Daily Advance has to say, but that, that's neither here nor there. But either way, again, the community solidarity here is very, very, very nice to see. And the idea that sheriff deputies can come into your town, right, and shoot up a school zone to kill someone that they knew was unarmed. In that process, they shot their own vehicles and they shot into a neighbor's house who could have been killed. Thankfully, he wasn't in the kitchen at that time. But the bullet went into his house, through several walls into the kitchen and into their crock pot. That's the only way the bullet was stopped, by a metal crock pot. Now, if they were cooking breakfast, it was 8:30 in the morning. If they were cooking breakfast at that time, they could be dead right now. And of course, did the sheriff deputies go in there to make sure anything was okay? Of course not. Again, we are dealing with a rogue agency. We are dealing with people that feel like they are above the law. They are not above the law. Well, at least for right now they are. But our goal with this protest movement is to ensure that justice is served. Now, again, what happened when Andrew Brown Jr. was killed? Well, again, now we know Deputy Meads tampered with evidence. But that didn't matter. He still got 6 weeks of paid vacation. That's right. He didn't get fired. Hell no. He got paid vacation. Imagine what your job is. Imagine what circumstance would ever need to happen where you would get 6 weeks of paid vacation. It's unheard of. It would happen in 0 jobs. When you're working at a gas station, are you going to get 6 weeks of paid vacation when you kill someone? If you're working at Food Line and you grab a box cutter while you're stocking the shelves and just stab someone to death, are you going to get 6 weeks of paid vacation? If you're a pizza delivery person and you just pull out a gun and shoot the person in the face that you're delivering a pizza to, are you going to get 6 weeks paid vacation? But if you're a cop, you can tamper with evidence. You can lie. You can know that your life was not in any danger the whole time going in because they knew Andrew Brown Jr. was unarmed. And then 6 weeks paid vacation. But wait, there's more. There's more. Then they got a salary bonus. They got a raise to their salaries. Every paycheck that they get has more money in it now. So let me get this straight. Let me get this fucking straight. So they know Andrew Brown Jr. is going to be unarmed. They go in there on the back of a pickup truck, shoot and kill him in the back of the head, nearly kill his neighbors in a school zone, shoot at each other's vehicles. Then Deputy Daniel Meads literally modifies his magazine and lies and tries to cover up about how many bullets he used. Then he gets paid vacation for 6 weeks, and then his salary gets a bonus. What? Only in America would this ever happen. We don't have laws in this country. We don't have order in this country. This country is trash. It's shit on my shoes. Anyone, and I mean anyone, looks at this country and they go like, how the fuck do people live there and not do something about this? I wonder the same thing myself. How the fuck does anyone see this shit happen and go like, whatever. Who cares? Are you joking? But anyway, it's been 207 days as of now since Andrew Brown Jr. was illegally and unconstitutionally assassinated in my neighborhood. And again, we've been out here every single day since that's occurred doing a demonstration outside of the sheriff's office. Downtown Elizabeth City. The city itself is not too big. It's a small city, so we're able to go from side to side downtown relatively quickly in about 20 minutes. And we've been doing so for 206 days. And we knew a lot of these things that were released in this report. We already knew them, but again, it's great to get them confirmed because now they can't lie about it. They can't anymore. They cannot lie saying that they didn't know if Andrew Brown would have a gun. They knew. Everyone knew he didn't have a gun. It's unbelievable. But there you go.